New astrology. December's full cold moon could get stormy for these three zodiac signs. Let the Rain Fall by Nina Kandek. 10/2024 December 15 as full moon impacts these three zodiac signs. The energetic high point of 2024 as final lunar cycle will hit during the wee hours on deck 15, as that's when the full cold moon officially reaches its crest. This lunation rises during the very last hours of Mercury retrograde, and it happens to be taking place in the Mercury-ruled sign of Gemini, too, which highlights all the themes that have been brought on this backspin over the past weeks and helps all zodiac signs reflect on their retrograde realizations with more clarity. For the signs most affected by December's full moon, this year's last lunar climax is likely to be one of the most significant. The knowledge-hungry and experience-seeking energy of Sagittarius season has been running the cosmic show over the past few weeks, and its vibe has been made even more visceral because Mercury retrograde has been raging in this fire sign's realm, too. But this lunation peaks across the zodiac in the mutable air sign Gemini territory, allowing everyone to zoom in on all the little details they may have overlooked while under Sagittarius season's wide lens perspective spell. With Mercury on the edge of its direct station, the retrograde ends at Bapore 3:56. Yet on the same day as the full moon, this lunar Gemini influence can also help spark meaningful conversations that bring a sense of connection and clarity. Keep in mind that some confusion may linger post-retrograde, as the Sun and Moon will be collectively squaring off with numinous planet Neptune in Pisces, forming a tense aspect known as a mutable T-square. Under the hazy rays of Neptune filtered through the dreamy lens of Pisces, things aren't necessarily as they seem. It's best to lean into logic now when it comes to assessing situations and leading conversations, as your suspicions and intuition could be distracting and lead you astray. An additional cosmic squabble, a square between expansive planet Jupiter and stern planet Saturn, will begin lighting up the signs of Gemini and Pisces alongside the full moon. This clash will continue building until Dec. 24, and its effects are already becoming potent, which adds to the intensity of this lunation, especially for the mutable signs of the zodiac. Self-control is a little harder to come by under these conditions, but at the same, roadblocks to pleasure can make indulging equally difficult. It's frustrating, but the full moon is likely to illuminate some solutions and light up new paths to success. If you're one of the three zodiac signs most affected by December's full moon, read up on what to expect. Gemini, May 21, June 20. Gemini will be most affected by the Pandar full cold moon. Your ruling planet Mercury has been retrograding for the past few weeks. But it comes to an end on the day of this full moon, so expect to feel a sense of relief and mental energy come rushing through during this lunar climax. Unfortunately, you are not totally out of the woods, as the moon in your sign will be forming a frustrating T-square involving the Sun and delusion-fueling Neptune in your career zone. You may still feel like you are unable to see the path ahead of you very clearly, and communication at work and in relationships might still be fuzzy. So stick to the facts and don't get lost in a sea of what-ifs. Additionally, lucky Jupiter in your sign is approaching a tense confrontation with Sirius Saturn now too, which could amplify any professional stress you've been feeling and make your responsibilities feel larger than life. Think logically when tackling these tensions because things aren't as dire as they might feel. Sagittarius, November 22, Dec. 21. Sagittarius will be most affected by the Pandar full cold moon. It's your season, so the solar spotlight has been illuminating your goals and desires for the past few weeks. But this full moon is hitting your relationship zone, highlighting the dynamics between you and your partners instead, and bringing important conversations to the forefront. Miscommunications that arose over the past week may be indicative of more important issues within your interpersonal connections, so take whatever comes up and try to approach it with logic, honesty, and objectivity. Embrace the duality of the lunar Gemini energy by looking at your situations from many sides, acknowledging the multifaceted nature of relationships. Thankfully, Mercury retrograde wraps up in your sign on the same day as the full moon, so despite any lunar intensity, it'll be easier to view yourself from a less biased place and express yourself with more clarity. Rise above the fog and connect with the truth. Pisces, Feb. August, March. Pisces will be most affected by the Pandar full cold moon. You've likely been dealing with some stressor in your professional life over the past weeks, such as delays on projects or miscommunications with your bosses. But this full moon pulls your attention to your personal life instead, asking you to examine the foundations that hold up everything else in your world. If you're not paying attention to the ground beneath your feet, it's easy to trip and fall, especially when you're running toward lofty and harder to reach destinations. Allow this full moon to illuminate your vision as you look down to ensure your next steps hit solidly. Your numinous modern ruler Neptune is currently in your sign, and it'll be squaring off with the Sun and Moon at the time of this lunation. making it difficult for you to access your powerful sense of intuition the way you're used to. Instead of trying to blindly vibe your way through things, try connecting your heart with your mind and honor only the thoughts that ring with truth. More like this, these three zodiac signs have the most fun at holiday parties. These three zodiac signs live for holiday parties. These zodiac signs are very alphabet coded. These base zodiac signs are total alphabets. Jennifer Lawrence's esthetician gave me an astrology reading, an A. Facial, a ranking of 2024's most bizarre celeb food and drink combinations. Search close search bustle. Entertainment style beauty wellness life originals amplifying our voices video latest chosen edition. US-UK newsletter about DMCA advertised terms privacy masthead editorial standards your privacy options copyright